Tennis has been my life since forever.
For Maddie Maloney, playing Division I tennis has been a goal her whole life.
I just loved being active. I was just always the kid who was running, moving, jumping.
But at an early age, Maddie's reality of a future in Division I was hit with a challenge.
I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes 2 months after my 13th birthday.
Maddie's diagnosis came as a surprise, developing after she was sick with the flu.
I definitely don't think I took the diagnosis well. I didn't go to school for another week, just like being at home learning how to really understand the new disease. That at 13 was like earth-shattering to me, the fact that I was going to have to be stabbing myself with needles the rest of my life.
But the needles weren't going to be the challenge for Maddie.
My mother and my doctor were kind of like, maybe we should focus on your health, and maybe you should just play high school tennis and play tennis for fun and not focus on Division I athletics. And so that was a thought that came up, I think, in everyone's mind except mine. And I think that actually was the driving factor in what made me really take control of my own disease. It's not going to be easy, but it was going to be doable, and that's all I needed.
Despite other opinions, Maddie continued to play tennis, but had to learn how to balance the game and her disease.
I had all of these things that I've always done, and it was a totally new world.
On the court, Maddie has to be aware of her glucose levels and be proactive in monitoring her body's energy. During a match, she's constantly checking her levels through an app on her watch and responding to what her body needs, like drinking the natural sugars in coconut water.
It was really a hard transition, I won't sugarcoat it, but I think that it made me much more mature, and I think overall it impacted me positively.
But the balance of tennis and diabetes isn't just a physical task, it's a mental game too.
I have to be really careful when I play because adrenaline spikes your blood sugar. So when I have an adrenaline spike, instead of my body using that for energy, I just get so overwhelmed with sugar. So my biggest challenge is really just keeping my emotions under control and keeping a level head on the court. I would say more so than beating my opponent.
For Maddie, living with type 1 diabetes has impacted many aspects of her life, even beyond the tennis court.
In college, I'm a crazy diabetes advocate. I hunt people down with type 1 diabetes. I started a type 1 diabetes club at Seattle U, and I volunteer at our local Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. I'm an intern there, as well as like an ambassador for them.
Maddie has embraced her disease and overcome its obstacles in many different ways. She achieved her goal of playing at the Division I level and continues to find inspiration and drive through taking control and defying the odds.
This is my disease. I'm going to own it, and I'm going to do this.
For the WAC Digital Network, I'm Jessie Punch.